Salutations, starlings. I'm Sweetling, and this is Hello. It is January 29th, Thursday, and I thought that today I would discuss. Hold on, let me get it right. There we go. Let me put on my glasses correctly. I thought that I would discuss January reads, as it is the end of January and February will be starting on Sunday in a few days. So, what I have for you is nothing. I have absolutely nothing. Okay, that's a lie. I have started reading books this month, but I have not finished anything yet so far. So, I'm going to get into what I have been reading this month, and I probably won't film an update of like what I officially have finished the month of January until next month. I'll either do another one at the start of February to do like February hopefuls, because I know that's also a big thing, is to be like, look, you guys are holding me accountable by me showing you what I plan to read this month, and then actually showing you what I did read at the end of the month. So I might do that, I might not, but for sure, I am showing you what I have been reading this month. So to preface the end of December, I only read one book. Rude. I only read one book. It was a manga. It was, the guy she was interested in wasn't a guy at all. Volume 3 was the only book I read in December. But I mean, I'm in the middle of a move, so you can't hold me to that. Sorry, not sorry. New year, we'll see how many books I read this year. So to start, I have been seeing quite a few different TikTok videos through Pinterest because I don't have TikTok anymore, of people making their own personal curriculums. And I was like, that is such an interesting and cool thing to do. I made like a little short commentary post on Substack. So if you follow me on Substack, you probably saw it. And I was talking about making your own curriculum because, newsflash, I haven't done it. Didn't do it. Will I? Hopefully. But have I? No. I really hope you cannot hear whatever that is. A train? I'm assuming that's a train. What, bro? No, that's just people making noise. I'm not gonna stop recording because my camera has told me that it's dying slowly, which makes sense. Because it's an old camera. It's a camcorder. It's a Sony camcorder. And my audio sounds like shit right now. So I am recording the audio on my phone, and I now have to take the audio from my phone and mash it together with this video. Anyway. I hope they're done. where was I? Personal curriculums. I want to make one for myself. So far, all I have is that I know that I want to read some classics this year. I put it on my 2026 mood board, which is the first time I've ever done that, making a mood board through Pinterest for the year specifically. So that is what I have done, is I have made a mood board for 2026. And I put a bunch of classic books that I wanted to read because, the resurgence of Frankenstein, and people talking about personal curriculums. And I was like, there's classics that I have never read, and I feel like I should read them. Because if they're still important enough to be taught right now and be relevant, I need to read them. It's a literary thing, I need to read them. So, a little ASMR for you. This video is going to be a travesty. It's fine. Animal Farm. I'm hoping that you can see it. I can't zoom from over here because my camera's over there, obviously. Animal Farm. I am about 30% through is what Goodreads. I do not have a Goodreads. Why did I say that? I have a story graph. I can show you. I have story graph and only story graph. Maybe because I follow too many book YouTubers who have Goodreads, and so automatically everyone's like, Goodreads, and I'm like, I don't have that. Sorry. Any chance I get not to support Jeff Bezos, I do it. Anyway, Storygraph says I'm 32% of the way through. I am seeing a lot of nods to different things. In terms of the characters and like who they kind of represent as I'm going through it. I hope you didn't hear that. So far, it's a really good read. Slower because I'm really trying to take it in and, digest it. So I'm like marking up the pages and everything. But Animal Farm, I am reading. And then hold on, give me one second. Hold on, I gotta set you down. The other thing that I have been reading is Beowulf. It is the newest translation from a female author and editor. She's translated it. She did a collaboration on one of the most famous translations, but she did her own, and it's a bit more modern. I am listening to it as I am reading it, just because it's a poem, not a play, but like plays and poems work best. Not poems. Plays work best that way for me, to like see it and to read it. See it. Duh, with my eyes. To listen to it and to see it. So I am only 10% of the way in. And it's honestly because every time I have to acquire it, like re-borrow it from Libby to read it. And then I'm like, wait, I should just start over every time. So this is like my third attempt to try and read this book this month because my hold keeps expiring. And then I'm like, oh, well, I gotta renew it. And so I'm gonna read part of this book. And then I'm like, well, I'm in the middle of a sentence. Let me start over and just immerse myself fully. So that's why I haven't even gotten, I'm on page 19. But Beowulf, because it's kind of like, not kind of like, but it's like Gilgamesh in the sense that it's like one of the oldest written poems. So I have been interested in trying to read that for a long time. So yes, I'm listening / reading to that one. And my hold expired, so I have to borrow it to continue. So we'll see. Hopefully by February, I'll have those two finished. Because I don't think I'm gonna finish them in the next 2-3 days. 30th, 31st, 2 days. I'm not gonna finish them in the next 2 days. And then the other one that I have been, this one I've been solely listening to is Take a Hint, Dani Brown. I didn't give you any of the authors of these books. I've just been talking about them. Like, you know exactly what I'm talking about. I'm gonna look. I'm new to editing, so I'm gonna tell you a little secret. I may or may not pull up a picture of the book here. If not, you have the internet. Look up what Take a Hint, Dani Brown looks like. It's by Tabitha Hilbert. It's technically book 2. But I was like, this is the one I'm most interested in. I don't really want to do the first one. So I didn't. And usually when like authors do like these romance books, it's like, it's nice to know who the characters are, but you don't really like need to know for the sake of the story who these people are, because you kind of get introduced to them anyway, and it's not about them, so whatever. So I am listening to Take a Hint, Dani Brown. I was listening with my partner, and then I was like, oh, my hold's gonna expire, so sorry, I gotta listen to this before it expires, which I had to renew it, and it's gonna expire in 2 days. But I am 58% done. I think my issue is that I would have consumed it a lot faster, except I have this weird thing where I'm like, the first book you finish of the year tells you so much about like how the rest of your year is gonna go, and like, you know, what kind of books you're gonna read, and like, listen, last year I didn't meet my reading goal, and the first book I read was like something that I was like, wait, that's the first book. I'm gonna find it. So look, I'm gonna find it. I'm on Storygraph right now, so I'll tell you what my first book of the year was last year. I'm lying. I'm probably gonna cut this part out because it was Can't Spell Treason Without T, and that was a great one. We love lesbians. That was a great one. I still need to read the other 3 books in the series. That's by Rebecca Thorne. You should read that. Oh, look at that. Sorry, I'm just marveling at the fact that my first and last book of the year was Sapphic. Love that for me. You know what's gonna happen? I'm gonna post this whole thing. I'm hardly gonna edit it. I'm just gonna post this whole video and be like, look, if you vibe, you vibe. If you don't, sorry to that man. I don't know that man. But yes. Anyway, I could probably finish it in 2 days. So I might have just read 1 book this month instead of reading books and not finished any books for the month of January. I might do that because not having finished a book for the month of January sounds so terrible for the start of the year. I hope you got that. That's what my neck sounds like all the time. I hope you enjoy this. I will tell you what I am looking forward to starting after I finish these, which really I shouldn't even be thinking about what I'm looking forward to starting, because I need to finish the books I'm already reading, and it's only 3. Usually by this point I have read 4 or 5. We're definitely in a reading slump. We're trying to get out of it, but we'll see. I'm looking forward to reading Frankenstein because I've realized that I've never read it. Sorry, Mary Shelley. But I'll get on that right now. Especially so I can watch Guillermo del Toro's Frankenstein, because I love that man. Anything that man makes, masterpiece, chef's kiss. Love it. Hellboy, The Shape of Water, Pan's Labyrinth I haven't seen, but that one I've also heard is like chef's kiss. So I'm gonna get on it. It's right here. I have it in my little book sleeve. So, and I just leave it sitting in there just in case I want to start it, and then I don't, because I'm already in the middle of 3 books. Get it together. Get it together, babes. Get it together. That and the bell jar. I have also let my hold lapse like 3 times now. I've started it. It was interesting. It was good. And then I stopped. What is this, dog social hour? I started it. And I was like, this is good. And then I had to stop to do something, I think for like work or something. And then I never picked it back up. I'm notorious for that. So we'll see. But anyway, that is what I have been reading for the month of January. Like I said, I finished nothing. But, c'est la vie. I'll finish something. Probably take a hint. Dani Brown. Editing me probably won't do another like little cut and be like, I finished it. I'll probably tell you next month. Oh, that's a lie. No, it's not a lie. It's I forgot something. I've also been slowly rereading The Foxhole Court. I want to run and go get it. Yeah, I'm going to do it. I'm going to run and go get it. Sorry, addition. I have been slowly, perilously rereading my toxic obsession, The Foxhole Court, because I am doing a I read it so you don't have to thing. It's gonna take me a long time because there are 5 books out. 3 more still on the way. But basically, I have been obsessed with this book since I was like 14. They're real cheap to buy, like 99 cents digitally. I got them. I read them. I felt like I was like, oh, this is my whole life. And I've been carrying it with me for forever. And I talk about these books so much, and my partner is so confused all the time. And I was like, you know what? I need to just sit down and tell you what this book is. Everything that happens, the way that I do when I'm listening to a new audiobook, and I'm like, okay, and this happens, and this happens, and then I start playing it so that I can continue reading it or listening to it. But I was like, if I'm gonna do all of that for 5, 6, 7, 8 books, because 7 is gonna be a prequel and then 8 is gonna be a finale. I'm gonna do all that work. I need compensation. And I feel like there are so many people who have like come across fan art or like memes related to this book, if you still use Tumblr like I do, or Pinterest, because if you were into what is it called? I can't remember what it's called. Anyway, one of the books is called The Raven King, just like one of the books in this series, The Foxhole Court, is called The Raven King. And so basically, if you type in The Raven King, you might find fan art, fan fiction too, of Foxhole Court. And then a bunch of people are like, what is this? Anyway, so I'm going to save a bunch of people who had a trauma and gab with recurring fans. So look out for that. It's going to take me a while to do it, but look out for that. So that has also been something I am reading for the month of January. Okay. I think that's everything. That's it. Those are my January reads. Like I said, finished nothing. I'm hoping to finish Take a Hint, Danny Brown within the next 2 days, so I can have had at least read one book for January. And yeah, thanks for being here. This is 22 minutes of me rambling. Second video for the channel. I don't know if I'm going to do the whole, outro thing, but anyway. Thanks for being here. I hope you enjoyed me and all of my rambles. If you didn't realize, I'm Sweetling. You probably do, because it's the intro of the video. I guess if you like, subscribe if you like my weirdness. I don't know. I'm not holding anyone to anything. Okay. Look, this will be light and fun and easy and chaos and a hot mess until I figure out what I'm doing, or I'm just gonna keep going with the chaos because I like it. Who knows? Until next time, Sterlings. Bye.